Welcome back to the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament, third and fourth place action for you on Central Illinois Sports as the Camp Point Central Panthers and the Griggsville Perry Tornadoes are set to go head-to-head. Good afternoon to you once again. I'm Charlie Hall. John and Jack will slide on in here in just a little while. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. The Central Panthers, they were seeded fifth in this tournament. Sixth was Griggsville Perry, so they outdid the prospects of the preview in this one. The seeding, I should say, have overdone what the coaches thought they could do as they'll play for third and fourth place here. Both teams would like to win the tournament with a win, though, and move to 3-1 in tournament action. We'll talk more about the matchup on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, so stay tuned on Central Illinois Sports.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Growers trust Prairie Land FS to deliver top-performing crop protection products that promise the best performance before, during, and after the growing season. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
When choosing internet and Wi-Fi service to meet your family's education needs, it pays to do your homework. You'll learn that Cascom, with fast, reliable speeds up to 1 gig, powered by whole home adaptive Wi-Fi, is the right choice. School has changed, and so should your internet. Contact Cascom and upgrade to the internet speed and whole home Wi-Fi your family needs.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Camp Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Third and fourth place action for you. Camp Point Central 13-4, Griggsville Perry 11-3 on the season, both suffering defeat in the semifinal. Griggsville Perry last night just really couldn't ever get into much of a flow against Porta AC Central, and Camp Point Central battled it out tough with Route, but came up short in that contest. So they're both looking to rebound from a defeat and try to take home some hardware from this 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. It's a pretty intriguing matchup when you look at it, really, because the teams kind of match up pretty well with one another. Both of them pride themselves with their ability to defend and turn teams over. And whoever really can take better care of the basketball in this contest will have a legitimate advantage to win the ball game. You know, I would say that both teams like the three ball as well. Griggsville Perry kind of depends on the three a little bit more for their offense than maybe Camp Point Central does, but the Panthers will fire it up from downtown plenty in this contest. For Griggsville Perry, though, we saw them when they made the comeback yesterday against Porta, actually tied the game up at 29 before the Blue Jays would go on another run and pull away for good. The way they made that comeback was getting the ball in the painted area. That lane is a magical place. If you can get it in there and it's a little closer, you can score the basketball with a little more ease. Even if you're not a great big guy, and Griggsville Perry doesn't have a lot of great big guys, but they kind of went away from that, settled for the three. We'll see if they're able to attack some of those gaps in the defense for Camp Point Central in this contest and have a little more success. For the Central Panthers, really, hey, I'm gonna put it to you as plainly as I can for a second. Nick Moore is an all-state caliber player, all right? And he had not one of his best games against Route. Now, you have to give Route some credit on that because they guarded him well, but Moore just had an off day shooting. Camp Point Central is going to need Nick Moore to be the Nick Moore that we've sort of come to expect from him if they're going to beat this Griggsville Perry squad who's pesky defensively.
Garrett White turned to me, he grabbed my hand, and he said, "We will not shoot three-pointers like we shot last night, if you're wondering." He said, "I have addressed that," and I believe him, because he seemed to be on the other side. I said, "Coach, what are you doing, James? Who are you starting today?" And Coach Barnett says, "Who else do I have?" And I said, "Well, a couple." He said, "As they play better defense, they get a chance to start, because it still starts on the defensive side of things for both these teams."
It is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and now in Hannibal, Missouri. See Great Rivers Bank for all of your loan needs. Their online loan application makes it easier than ever before. Log on to greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Just 2 games left in this 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. This is one of them. It's Griggsville Perry and Camp Point Central for 3rd and 4th place. We'll have the starters and tip it off next on Central Illinois Sports.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
I love working in spine care because when patients get better, there's no better feeling than that.
We both, Alexis and I, take a lot of time listening to their story, which is important so the patients know that we are caring and are thinking about them and not just about their back or just about their neck. You start with the story, you add the exam information, and then you come up with what's causing this problem, and then a treatment plan.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield. Farmers, are you looking for high-yield genetics to help the bottom line on your farm? Contact Lipkman Seed Sales for high-yielding A-Series soybeans from Pioneer. We have the luxury right now to be offering the highest-yielding soybean lineup Pioneer has offered in 30 years. Couple that with the service that is second to none, and you have a winning combination for your farm. For corn, check out the results of the National Corn Growers Yield Contact and see who's at the top. Maybe today is a good day to revisit Pioneer corn hybrids as well. Contact Aaron, Evan, and Brett today for high-yielding A-Series soybeans from Pioneer. Go Eagles!
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
Well, let's get ready for the 3rd and 4th place game, game 3 of 4, and they do fly by on this last Saturday, the 100th annual Winchester Invitational Tournament, the oldest invitational tournament in the state and I think in the nation. And you know, I look around and there's a few people here, I think we're here for most of them. Oh, no, I guess maybe not. Well, it's time for the starting lineups. Let's get ready for basketball. Griggsville Perry, Camp Point Central. Charlie did tell you all about it.
Let's first meet the visiting team, the Griggsville Perry Tornadoes. Garrett White squad 11-3 on the season. They'll start at a guard, a 5'9 junior, Wyatt Lipkeman. At a second guard, his twin brother, the 5'8 junior, Lane Lipkeman. And at the third guard, the 6'2 junior, Michael Myers. At a forward is 6'4 junior, Dane McAllister. And at the other forward, the 6-foot sophomore, Flint Kirk. On the other side for Central, James Barnett's team, 13-4. They'll start at a guard as 6-foot junior Nick Moore. The second guard, a 5'11 senior, Briar Wiskirchen, and Drew Paben starts at the third guard. He is a 5'8 junior. Isaac Ginnebacher starts at forward, the 6'2 senior, and at the other forward, the 6'5 junior, Carter Eiler. Panthers are the 5th seed. Tornadoes are the 6th seed. They're playing here for 3rd and 4th place at the 100th Annual Winchester Invitational Tournament. A break here. We'll tip it off after this.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 Westwood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Pike County Glass has been serving the local communities with high-quality glass service at affordable pricing for many years. We're now located at 1351 West Washington Street in Pittsfield, next to Farm and Home Supply. We offer all glass services, including commercial installation, auto glass repair and replacement, and glass shower enclosure installation. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275.
One last bottle of beer on the wall. One last bottle of beer. Hey, we're back. Make that 100 bottles of beer on the wall. 100 bottles of beer. You take one down, you pass it around.
The liquor booth has one of the largest selections of alcohol in the area, including specialty bourbons, whiskeys, vodkas, and tequila. Serving you at 2 locations, 3520 Broadway and 12th and Locust in Quincy. Online at liquorboothquincy.com.
Just about ready to get this one rolling. The number 5 team playing the number 6 team for 3rd and 4th place. So 2 teams that performed some upsets during the tournament playing here and trying to get back in the winning ways. One will finish 2-2, one will finish 3-1. And they'll both get a trophy, but it's important for both. McAllister on one side, Eiler on the other, and Charlie with the play-by-play.
Our officials check to make sure everybody is ready to roll. The floor is shiny. The shoes will be squeaking. And the tip for the 3rd and 4th place game in this Winchester Invitational Tournament is won by the Griggsville Perry Tornadoes. Lane Lipkeman toward the front court, finds McAllister left side. Works it out top, Wyatt Lipkeman. Around the horn it comes to Lane Lipkeman. Dribble drive in, finds Myers, tried to dribble, and we'll say a foul is committed here.
This is a crew that calls it a little tighter than some. That'll go against Paben. It'll be his first, team first.
Paben?
Drew Paben.
Oh, my. Paben, okay. Here's the drive-in. On the left side now, Wyatt Lipkeman to Myers. Triple drive. He'll put up a runner up and in for 2. 2-0 Tornadoes with the early lead. On the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Wiskirchen gets it to Ginnebacher. Needs to get it across and does. Double team comes his way, loses the ball, but he runs it back down to Wiskirchen. He'll drive, now throw the behind the head pass to Eiler, up and in for 2. Game knotted at 2 points apiece. Wiskirchen with the pretty find. Wyatt Lipkeman finds Lane Lipkeman. Back to Wyatt behind the arc. Steps up for the deep three, and he nails it. A tray for Wyatt Lipkeman and a 3-point Tornado lead. 5-2, 6:50 left in the first period. In the middle of the court, Ginnenbacher with it. Dribble drive in, kicks to the wing. Moore for the three and the answer, and it's good. Tied at 5. Back and forth in the early part of this third and fourth place affair. Myers gets the ball against Moore, crosses over. Now had to run down the ball to Wyatt Lipkeman in the paint, and they'll call him for a travel. Turnover on the Tornadoes. Let's go to that pass again here from Wiskirchen a few moments ago. He gets the ball a little behind the head. Showtime to Eiler. On the Northwestern Mutual replay. Thank you to Sheila Davidsmeyer and her team in Pittsfield from Northwestern Mutual. Here's a ball tip stolen away. Lane Lipkeman with the takeaway. He's on the run into the front court, attacks the rack, takes a lot of contact. Ball blocked out of bounds, and it stays with Griggsville Perry underneath. Was physical there. Inbounds pass to Eli White. He can't get it to go. Puts it back up and in. With Isaac Ginnenbacher draped over his back that time when he kind of came down with it. Ginnenbacher lucky not to be called for a foul. Here's the ball now stolen away as Myers gets on the court after it. Pushes ahead to Wyatt Lipkeman. Lipkeman on the run. Shot up no good. Rebound to Ginnenbacher. Ginnenbacher on the dribble. Coast to coast. Left hand runner up. Nice body control by Ginnenbacher, and he ties the game up at 7. On the right side with it is Lane Lipkeman to White. 5:33 to play in the first, and the game knotted at 7 points apiece. Myers with the basketball. Dribble drive in. Spin move. Hangs in the air too hard. And the rebound pulled in again by Ginnenbacher. Into the front court finds Wiskirchen left side. In the middle, Ginnenbacher. Good touch pass down to Eiler, who puts it up and in for 2. We talked after the game the other day that Central really needs more out of Carter Eiler on that offensive side.
First lead change.
Lane Lipkeman drives in against Wiskirchen, draws the harm, and heads to the free throw line.
Wiskirchen's foul, his first, team's second. And with a chance to tie it up is Lane Lipkeman, looking for his first points of the day. 9-7 in the early going. Eli White really established himself on that last trip down with that bucket, too. First one up by Lipkeman is good.
Bowlers Universe, they're open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays until midnight. Saturdays 4 to midnight. They offer many menu items, including burgers and fries, pizzas. They have wings. They were good last night at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield.
You must have went there late. I didn't get invited. Second one up by Lipkeman. Good. We're tied at 9.
And we have a timeout. Garrett White wants to talk it over. We'll pause as well. 5:05 to play in the first game. Tied at 9 on Central Illinois Sports.
I love working in spine care because when patients get better, there's no better feeling than that.
We both, Alexis and I, take a lot of time listening to their story, which is important so the patients know that we are caring and are thinking about them and not just about their back or just about their neck. You start with the story, you add the exam information, and then you come up with what's causing this problem, and then a treatment plan.
9-9, Central and Griggsville Perry. Wyatt Lipkeman and Dane McAllister both out there with Myers, so they look a little bigger now. Panthers on the attack. It would be a lead change if Griggsville Perry got the next point. Central led 9-7, but 9-9 right now.
Paving into the front court, Wiskirchen. A pass fake and a drive in. Shovels it into Eiler, and right on cue, there he is again, Carter Eiler. And another good find from Wiskirchen, becoming quite the facilitator here. Out top, Lane Lipkeman kicks to his brother Wyatt. Out top now, a 3 by Myers is too hard, but a good hustle by Dane McAllister to get the offensive board. Wade Lipkeman to McAllister. Now Wyatt Lipkeman.
Well, much more aggressive on both teams than their last game.
Here's Myers, spins free, jump stop, and a score.
Another tie, 2-5, 7-9, and 11.
Another team, I mean, I know they can put up points, but they, again, pride themselves on the defensive side. This is a lot of points to give up in the early part of this contest for these two teams. 4:05 to play in the opening quarter, and we're tied at 11 on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Here's Wiskirchen. Skips it across. Moore for a three in the lead, and good again from downtown for Nick Moore.
6 for him.
14-11 Panthers. Lane Lipkeman to Wyatt Lipkeman on the side. Guarded by Pavin. There's some quick kids out there in this game, aren't there? Here's Lane Lipkeman against Wiskirchen. Out top Myers. Myers uses his length, gets to the rim, and scores 2 more.
6 for him.
Pavin on the run out. Pass down low, Eiler. Eiler says, let's go to work. Nope, kicks it out top now. Ginnenbacher for a three, and he tickles the twine from 19-9.
He's got 5.
17-13, largest lead of the game for Central.
Yep.
This 17-13 4-point lead. Tornadoes trying to answer. Wyatt Lipkeman hands to Myers. Myers drives, kicks to Wade Lipkeman.
Michael Myers really being aggressive on offense, isn't he?
I think he's just finally, we talked about a couple of games ago, was the first time he didn't have to have that left wrist wrapped up that he fractured early on in the year.
He got knocked out with a concussion last year on a cheap shot and missed the second half of the season. That was a shame.
That was ridiculous.
Because the Myerses, a lot of them have scored 1,000, I think.
Yeah. On the right side, Wyatt Lipkeman. Tornadoes moving the ball around the perimeter here. 2:39 to play in the first. Here's Pavin out front, reaches across.
Already has 1 foul, better be careful about the second.
Now they get the switch off they want with Wyatt Lipkeman against Eiler. Finds McAllister, baseline drive, and a blocking foul going to be called on Pavin, and he'll pick up that second foul nonetheless.
Pavin's second foul, 3rd team foul, 2 free throws for McAllister, and Pavin really took a shot from the big boy that time. He can do it, but man, that's a tough one. 17-13, Central with the lead. First one up is no good by McAllister.
As much as Camp Point Central needed Carter Eiler to be more consistent, Griggsville Perry needs Dane McAllister to be more of a consistent player for them. He's got all kinds of ability.
He's got to really pick it up in the second half of the season and help his team out. And the nice thing is he's just a junior. He's a big kid, needs to get in that weight room a little bit more. That one's good.
17-14. I mean, he's a big kid. He's athletic. He can jump out of the gym. He's just a guy that needs to realize you have a lot of ability. Go use it out there.
Blew it out there. Elijah Ginnenbacher out there as Pavin sits down and Eiler sits down.
And he's kind of always in his career. Now, here's a near turnover, but Moore are going to run it down. Now Moore has the ball stolen away by Lane Lipkeman. Ball popped up in the air by Ginnenbacher. It heads into the stands near us, and it'll stay with Griggsville Perry. But McAllister, for the most part in his career, has kind of yielded that offensive output to the Lipkemans and Michael Myers. But now, as the game has kind of grown and he's kind of grown, he could be a big-time threat.
Much as I like Nick Moore and Elijah Ginnenbacher, these Lipkeman boys will wear you out knocking the ball away.
Yeah, they're relentless.
You have got to take care of the ball.
Lane Lipkeman left side gets a step on his man, drives right by and scores.
4 for him.
Lane with 4 and cuts it down to a 1-point game. Under 2 minutes to play in the first. Blew it with the basketball. Gets it to Elijah Ginnenbacher. He'll try the dribble drive in. Garrett Woodward has checked in for the first time in this tournament for Griggsville Perry.
Garrett into the game. Going a little deeper, both sides.
He's just a sophomore. No seniors on the roster for Griggsville Perry this year. That should scare the area. Here's Wiskirchen. He'll work it over on the right side. Elijah Ginnenbacher. Elijah and Isaac both on the court at the same time. Elijah's a sophomore. Isaac's a senior. Blew it at the baseline. Knocked away, stolen away. McAllister, good hands on the defensive side that time.
4 turnovers on the Panthers, just 1 on GP.
Here's Myers. Drives, kicks out top. Lipkeman runs it down near the half-court line as he tiptoed the center line.
Looking for a lead change here.
Woodward with it now. A minute to play in the first half. Lane Lipkeman trying to drive in. Kicks right side. Woodward for a 3. It's an air ball. And the rebound pulled in by Isaac Ginnenbacher. He'll take it quickly into the front court to Moore. Kicks to the side. Wiskirchen tray, yes.
He was quiet the other day.
Briar Wiskirchen with the 3, and the Central lead is 4. 20-16 on the Trucks scoreboard. 36 seconds to play in the first.
White Lipkeman said, hey, I got to have some help coming with this. And some guy that looks like him came down and helped him out. Didn't
have to say it. He just thought it, and they had that weird twin connection. Not saying weird, but unique, I guess, is the right word. Woodward with it on the right side with 18 seconds to play in the first. Tornadoes down by 4. Central gets the basketball to start the second quarter. Now with 8 seconds, Myers near the sideline. Tries the lob down low. It's picked out of the air by Ginnenbacher, who actually had hit the back, the pole that holds it against the wall. And so this will actually stay with Griggsville Perry as Ginnenbacher popped it up in the air.
2.8 seconds left.
Ginnenbacher looked like a defensive back defending that play. Did he play football for Camp Point Central? I don't remember.
Who, Ginnenbacher?
Yeah. Is he on the squad?
Just a little bit. All-Stater a year ago.
Inbounds pass down to McAllister. He'll put it off the window and in for 2 and cuts it down to a 2-point game as the first quarter buzzer sounds. After 1, it's the Camp Point Central Panthers 20, the Griggsville Perry Tornadoes 18. Second quarter play-by-play your way next.
Farmers, are you looking for high-yield genetics to help the bottom line on your farm? Contact Lipkman Seed Sales for high-yielding A-Series soybeans from Pioneer. We have the luxury right now to be offering the highest-yielding soybean lineup Pioneer has offered in 30 years. Couple that with a service that is second to none, and you have a winning combination for your farm. For corn, check out the results of the National Corn Growers Yield Contact and see who's at the top. Maybe today is a good day to revisit Pioneer corn hybrids as well. Contact Aaron, Evan, and Brett today for high-yielding A-Series soybeans from Pioneer. Go Eagles! Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel repair service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair, anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044.
Panthers lead the Tornadoes 20-18. Panthers are 8 of 8 from the field, 4 of 4 from the arc. Griggsville Perry 8 of 12, 75%, 1 of 3 from the arc, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line.
Camp Point Central basketball. They have Elijah and Isaac Ginnenbacher out there along with Blewett, Wiskirchen, and Moore. Here's Elijah Ginnenbacher from Isaac. Shot put up. Floater won't go, but he's fouled and he'll shoot 2.
Elijah Ginnenbacher, a little smaller. Big brother gives him the high five. Couple of really good young men there. All these guys on both sides, good young men. McAllister picked up the foul, his first on Griggsville. 2018 Panthers, just underway second quarter. First one up by Elijah Ginnenbacher is a miss.
The Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
Second one by Elijah Ginnenbacher is good, 3-point game.
21-18. Just underway in the second period. Griggsville Perry has Wyatt and Lane Lipkeman, who basically never sit down. McAllister, Myers, and the fifth man is Eli White. At top, Eli White hands it to Wyatt Lipkeman. Knifes the lane, now gets it to McAllister behind the arc. Out top it goes to Myers, to Wyatt Lipkeman. White, a guy that they won't have to guard as much on the three-point perimeter. Wyatt Lipkeman gets it. Ooh, Elijah Ginnenbacher really muscling up against him out there.
No count, though. No count at all.
7:02 to play in the half. Get the switch off defensively. Garrett White trying to get his team a little more movement. Here's Lane Lipkeman on a floater, no good. And Isaac Ginnenbacher, another board. Into the front court, Wiskirchen for the three, no good. And the rebound is to Isaac Ginnenbacher again. Back to Moore, floater up in the lane, gets the shooter's roll.
How did he get that to go?
Friendly rim, I'd say. 5-point game, 23-18. Tying the largest lead of the contest for Camp Point Central. McAllister with the basketball to White. Over it goes to Michael Myers. Not seen as much of Wade Lipkeman. He's still kind of recovering from an ankle injury. He's played a lot in this tournament, but especially on back-to-back days, I'm sure that's uncomfortable. Here's McAllister stepping back for a three, no good. Rebound Lane Lipkeman. Now it's swiped loose, tied up, and possession arrow is Griggsville Perry.
You can tie it up with your feet. That's what Elijah Ginnenbacher did. I mean, Lipkeman had it with his hands, and Ginnenbacher had it with his feet. So that was interesting.
What's the true definition of a jump ball? Is it that both guys have hands on the basketball, or just that it's held by two guys?
What I would think. McAllister might have got by.
Here's a drive in now by Wyatt Lipkman. Shot no good, but Blewett slaps him on the arm, and 2 shots for Wyatt Lipkman here.
Both had their back to it. The man in front of the central bench said that's a foul. That will go on Gavin Blewett, his first, team fourth. Free throws by Wyatt Lipkman, who has 4 in the game or 3. Let's see. First one up is good.
Saturday, March 18th will be the annual Ty Rylander Memorial Run. The Remembering Ty Rylander Facebook page will have more information soon. Proceeds from the memorial have benefited many youth programs throughout the area. Make sure to follow the Remembering Ty Rylander Facebook page for more information.
Ginenbacher 6th board on the missed free throw by Lipkman.
23-19. 6:02 to play in the half. 6:03. 6:03. 6:03.
Start the clock.
6:03. I can do this all day. Now the ball's knocked out of bounds and the clock will run.
The clock is now running.
5:57 to play in the half. And the clock is running, and that really just they're catching up for when we were stuck at 6:03. 6:03. 5:55. I can do that all day. 5:55 to play in the half. 23-19 the score. We have a 23-19 game. I think that was a problem in Monsters, Inc., wasn't it? 23-19. Here's a 3, Nick Moore. No good. Rebound, Blewett kept it alive. He'll put up a tough turnaround, and the floater is in for 2.
He's good at that shot.
And it's 25-19.
Biggest lead.
White loses his balance. Kept it alive, though, to his teammate Myers. Now Lipkman back to Myers. Drives in, poked away by Blewett. Myers gets it back. Pestered there by Moore. Out to Wyatt Lipkman. Gets the corner, drives in, and is fouled on the floor. The official tells us here.
That'll go against the Panthers. Let's see who that one's on. 34, Elijah Ginenbacher picks up the foul.
His first team, or no, excuse me, his second, team 5th.
First.
Number 2 on the board. I don't know. 5:13 to play in the half. I thought it was just his first, Jack. I'll agree with you on that.
Confusing.
Top of the key, Myers tries to drive. Kind of a wild shot, no good. Rebound tipped around, and guess who? Ginenbacher, and he is fouled by Michael Myers.
Michael Myers on a frustration foul that time, his first, team second. Ginenbacher pulls down his 7th board already, and his strength starting to set up. Paven coming back in, playing with 2 fouls. Elijah Ginenbacher gives the Central Panthers a pretty good session that time.
5 minutes to play in the half.
Eiler is going to check into the game.
And he'll sit down Isaac Ginenbacher.
Yep, Isaac Ginenbacher going to sit down. 7 boards, 5 points so far for him. 6-point lead, 5 minutes left in the half. It's a dandy ball game. A lot of fun.
What about Blewett? He was on the football team, right?
Yeah.
How about Paven?
Yeah, well,
Moore?
Of course. All.
I wonder why
Everybody
they couldn't,
but Wiskirk.
I wonder why they couldn't play that first week at the Thanksgiving tournament. I think it was just kind of a cop-out for James Barnett, wasn't it?
They had a day's practice when they played Brown County.
Well, they had 2 guys. Here's a shot put up no good by Moore. Rebound McAllister. Wyatt Lipkman going to attack down low. Shot up no good. Fouled by Briar Wiskirken.
Wiskirken will pick up the foul. It'll be his second, 6th-team foul. To the free throw line, Wyatt Lipkman, 4 points, 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. 4:38 left in the half, 25-19 the score. Griggsville Perry's Lipkman rattles the first one home. He's got 5. 25-20.
I don't know what the Lipkman boys shoot from the free throw line on the season, but the percentage is high.
They're pretty darn good. Second one also good by Wyatt. He's got 6.
And they didn't happen on accident either. That they got that good at shooting it.
Practice for those guys.
Bet you there's a basketball hoop set up in a shed somewhere.
Well, Evan Lipkman's probably got a machine shed that he lets them all borrow. What do you think? Maybe Aaron's got one.
Nice of him.
Yeah.
Oh, Evan.
Brett's got one.
Quite the giver.
Well, if he just had 4 or 5 more kids and lived in the Griggsville district, you could have another bunch of Lipkman.
If you like, you're broadcasting the Calhoun game with the Eilermans. 4:05 game to play in the half.
5 of them on the court at one time. They were all cousins many years ago. Ballman girls, Ballman boys.
Nobody thought it was weird. Here's Wiskirken, 4-3. Bottom of the net, Briar Wiskirken.
6 for him. Biggest lead.
28-21.
Both of them shooting lights out.
Yeah, and I really don't think either team has played bad defense in this game at all.
No, it's just a good game. I like watching one of those summer games, you know?
Here's Lane Lipkman with it. He'll try the crossover. Went to pull it up, lost it on the way up, and came back down with it.
It's a missed shot.
James Barnett asked if that was maybe a travel.
I got to give him a rebound, don't I?
Pass down low, reverse layup. Dane McAllister no good. Dane gets it back, spins, puts it up, won't fall. And this time Blewett with the board for Camp Point Central.
His second. Blewett's really a jumper.
Pabin with it out on the wing.
I don't think you realize how much he can jump. You got to believe you can send him out for a pass in football, and he can just sky over everybody.
Out with it is Wiskirchen. 2:54 to play in the half. To the right side, Pabin.
Two really good coaches here, too, folks. You need to enjoy them.
Wiskirchen by his man. Pull-up shot. Good again, Briar Wiskirchen.
Having a day. He's got 8.
Lead is 9 now for Central as it keeps on building here. Wade Lipkman will check in on the next dead ball.
It's important to get some rest for people because Panthers will wear you out with that intense defense.
Here's a spin by Wyatt Lipkman. Turnaround shot, no good. And Eiler has the rebound for Camp Point Central.
Carter's first rebound has 6 points.
Trying to make it a double-digit game as this Camp Point Central squad. They've gotten 5 quick points from Briar Wiskirchen. He'll give the ball up to Blewett. Now to Wiskirchen, Moore. All right, back to Wiskirchen. To Pabin, whose jersey has become untucked. Wiskirchen to Moore. 1:54 to play in the half. Panthers pass it around the perimeter here.
Isaac Ginnenbacher getting some good rest here.
Left side, Wiskirchen. Over to Moore. In the middle, Blewett. He'll put it on the deck, put up the turnaround shot. Tough one, won't go. Eiler tipped it alive. Pabin on the floor after it. A lot of guys fighting for it. Loose, and it comes free to Moore. He picks up and fires a 3, no good. Pabin just got off the ground and gets the rebound once again. And now a kick going to be called. Like a fighter off the mat that time. Pabin popped up with new life. They'd given him some smelling salts and got the rebound. Here's Ginnenbacher back in, replacing Blewett for Camp Point Central. 1:28 to play in the half.
One of Drew Pabin's biggest fans not cheering for him today. He's cheering for Griggsville Perry.
Ginnenbacher out top Moore. Lobs to Ginnenbacher. Comes down with it. Back up with the reverse layup, and it's in for 2.
7 for him.
The lead is 11 now for Camp Point Central. Griggsville Perry needs an answer here. 1:05 to play in the half. Wyatt Lipkman. In the corner, Lane Lipkman after Wade got a touch. Now to Wyatt Lipkman with 52 seconds to play in the second period. Way out near the half-court line. Wyatt Lipkman hands it to Lane Lipkman. Against Eiler, drives, kicks. Right side McAllister. Looks down low, not open. Instead, the handoff to Lane Lipkman. Now Wyatt, he'll try the dribble drive in. Got by Wiskirchen off the window and in for 2. Good take.
Wow, 8 points for him. That was fancy now.
32-23 as the score is reversed on the board. 23 ticks to play in the half.
I like what Wyatt did there.
Free throw line with it is Ginnenbacher. Kicks, Wiskirchen, 3. It won't fall through. And Dane McAllister with a big boy rebound that time.
Nice job, Dane McAllister with his second board.
He's got it to Wade Lipkman with 7. Now to Myers. He'll try to drive and travels.
Yep, turnover number 2 on Griggsville Perry. 4.5 seconds left in the half. I like what Dane McAllister did on that last one. Here comes Kirk into the game. And he will sit down Wade Lipkman, trying to save that ankle for him.
Ginnenbacher inbounds to Wiskirchen. Right back to Ginnenbacher. 3, 2, Pabin. Volleyball line 3. Front of the iron, no good. And we head to halftime with a Little Jess Motors halftime show with Camp Point Central leading Griggsville Perry 32-21. 23.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvement's 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
Welcome back to the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Quincy, Illinois at 3431 Main Street. LittleJessMotor.com. The Griffin family, some of our dear friends from years gone by, started in Camp Point, now across from Quincy High School, been there for years. Chrysler and Jeep and Dodge, they do it all for you at Little Jess Motors. Numbers turned around on the scoreboard, 32-23. Central with the lead. They led by as much as 11. We had a lead change in the ball game, tied at 2-5, 7, 9, and 11 before the Panthers kind of took control, but anybody's ball game still. Turnovers, 4 on Camp Point Central, 2 on Griggsville Perry. Fouls, 2 on Briar Wiskirchen, 2 on Drew Pabin. A single foul on Gavin Blewett and 1 on Elijah Ginnenbacher. On the other side, 2 fouls on Dane McAllister and 1 on Michael Meyer. 32-23, the Trucks scoreboard. Halftime score on the Little Jess Motors halftime show on Central Illinois Sports.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
32-23, Camp Point Central leads Griggsville Perry in the third and fourth place game here. The next to the last game in the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament, and the spokesman, historian, and all those things, Kent Coldus, recognizing all the athletic directors and tournament directors. And Bob Moore, what a dandy, Bob. He took care of it for many, many years. Remember the year one of the coaches wanted to jump on Bob Moore, and about 15 other coaches told that coach, you might want to be quiet, because Bob Moore's very well thought of. 32-23, Central with the lead. Griggsville Perry, 9 of 21, 42.8%. 1 of 4 from the arc, 25%. 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Led by 8 points from Wyatt Lipkeman, Lane Lipkeman with 4. Also 3 points from Dane McAllister, and 6 from Michael Meyer, along with 2 from Eli White. Camp Point Central, 13 of 19, 64.5%. 5 of 10 from the arc, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. First half, Briar Wiskirchen has 8 points. Nick Moore with 8 points. 7 for Isaac Ginnenbacher to go with, 7 boards in the first half. 6 points from Carter Eiler and a single point from Elijah Ginnenbacher. Also, Gavin Blewett added 2 in the first half. And the Panthers lead it 32-23 at halftime on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Central Illinois Sports, the Hull guys, bringing it all to you. We'll have the championship game at 7 o'clock tonight, all 26 games. Glad you joined us. Tell a friend, and don't forget, go to our YouTube page, sign up for that $9.99, 17 games in the Quincy Shootout right around the corner on the 20th and 21st. We'll take a break. Second half, play-by-play on Central Illinois Sports. Camp Point Central leads it 32-23 on the halftime show.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
State Representative C.D. Davidsmeyer wants to wish all of the teams the best of luck in this year's Winchester Invitational Tournament. C.D. Davidsmeyer would also like to take the opportunity to congratulate the Winchester and West Central Cougars communities on 100 years of providing the best tournament experience. Thank you to all who continue to make this event a success. That message from State Representative C.D. Davidsmeyer.
Two Wheel Trading Company on Facebook. That's your bike dealer. You can find it 110 West Main Street in Mount Sterling, Illinois, or go to @Two-Wheels Trading Company on Instagram. Phone 217-257-0463. Your authorized Marin Bikes dealer. Full service on any brand of bike. They're also offering 25% off accessories and safety gear with any new bike purchase in January, plus kicking off a buy one, get one free on select 2022 models this month. Two Wheels Trading Company, 110 West Main Street, Mount Sterling.
Luke and Aaron Fessler at Fessler Insurance are here to help you with all of your insurance needs. Fessler Insurance, a country financial agency, provides life, health, auto, home, and farm insurance. Trust your insurance needs to the local folks at Fessler Insurance. Call for a quote today at 217-285-4429 or stop by at 1165 West Washington Street in Pittsfield for Fessler Insurance.
Welcome back. Ready for second half action here at the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. Let's look around the gym. There are a few people who look like they've been here all 100 years. Jack, I'm not just looking at you.
See a Green Bay Packer jacket?
They're not in the playoffs.
Don't see the Dallas Cowboy jacket we used to see with Richard Taylor, though. He always had it on for this one, and he'd always come and visit with you, Charlie. You two could sympathize with each other.
It's a real struggle. And it is Camp Point Central basketball to start the second half of play. We are underway here. Panthers have a 9-point lead to start the second half. See what adjustments both these two teams made to have a little better luck, and now a traveling going to be called on Drew Pavin, whose jersey's still untucked.
I saw him split the defense. No call on the foul. Called traveling instead.
7:41 to play in the third. 32-23, the advantage for Camp Point Central. Flint Kirk with it for the Tornadoes. To Myers, right side, Wyatt Lipkman. Gets it to Dane McAllister out top. Back to Kirk. Wyatt Lipkman, a little hesitation move, drives in between two defenders.
Wow.
And a nifty play there by Wyatt Lipkman for another two.
10 for him.
32-25. Panthers lead cut to 7. Pavin out front for Camp Point Central. Gets it over to Moore on the right side. Back to Pavin. Off the Eiler screen. Kind of stuck a hip out. Right side, Moore fakes the three. Has the ball knocked away by Michael Myers, and it will stay with Camp Point Central.
Michael's really shot up in the last year or two, hasn't he?
I just told everybody to tuck their shirts in. Drew, they're looking at you.
Okay, I'll tuck my shirt in then. Sorry.
Ginenbacher inbounds it to Wiskirk on the right side.
In case you get a photo opportunity.
Skips it across to Pavin. Now out top, Ginenbacher. Around the horn to Wiskirk. 32-25, the lead for Camp Point Central in this third and fourth place matchup. Kind of a quieter gym right at the moment. Ginenbacher to Moore. Right side, Wiskirk. Patient is this Panther squad against the defensive pressure of Griggsville Perry. They had some turnover problems early in the game, especially, but took a little better care of it, and that's when they built this lead. Now here's a three up by Wiskirk, and he'll put it in.
He's got 11.
He's having one of his better games here. Lead is a 10-point lead. They've led by as many as 11. 6:04 left in the third period. On the wing is Michael Myers. Gets it out top, Wyatt Lipkman. Over to Myers, drives in, runner up no good, a lot of contact, no call, and the rebound down to Eiler. To Ginenbacher, look at him streak into the front court. Blocked there by McAllister, but a foul is going to be called.
McAllister will pick up his third. Excuse me. And that'll be the first team foul of the second half, and they'll get Lipkman in after the first free throw.
He did get a hand on the ball, but it looked like maybe that left arm was on that shoulder of Ginenbacher.
1 of 2 from the free throw line. Ginenbacher with 7. First one is up and good.
Hey, we want to say a happy birthday on this January 14th to Vicky Wiskirk. Happy birthday, Vicky, and thanks for watching the game today on Central Illinois Sports.
Second one is up. They're always glad when you say Wiskirk in the right way. I think it's been mispronounced a few thousand times. Mispronounced. Ginenbacher with 9 now as he makes them both.
The lead is 12. That is the largest lead of the day for Camp Point Central. Here's Lane Lipkman, penetrates, kicks it out top. Around the horn, it comes on the left side now. Wyatt Lipkman to Lane on the ball handoff, drives inside, has to get out of there, does so to Michael Myers. Now a ball to Wyatt Lipkman was just thrown wide. He tried his best to run it down, but it's out of bounds and a turnover by the Tornadoes, their third.
Just the third of the game, first in the second half. If you can get the ball by Wyatt, you had to throw it pretty bad usually.
Here's Moore on a drive, little runner up, right hand, no good. Myers with another rebound. To Wyatt Lipkman, wants to run into the front court. Surveys the floor. Wade Lipkman now, right back to Wyatt.
Wade proved he can shoot the three if he gets open.
5:10 to play in this third period.
Mismatch down low. Pavin trying to guard Wade Lipkman. Now they'll switch back off.
Drew Pavin's shirt is untucked. Wyatt Lipkman gets it out front.
Pavin with 2 fouls.
Right side, 3-ball, Lane Lipkeman, no. And Ginnebacher got the board. Ball now is stolen away by Lane Lipkeman as it was knocked away, and Lane got on the floor. First guy on the floor wins. And now Wyatt Lipkeman fouled on the floor near the elbow.
Panthers' Eiler will pick up the foul, his first, team first to the second half. 37-25, 4:40 left third quarter.
Here's a pass in. Flint Kirk missed the shot, got his own rebound, put it back up, and finishes through the contact for the and one opportunity for the sophomore Flint Kirk.
Eiler will pick up his second foul in about 4 seconds. And nice job by Kirk. And, you know, to see Flint do that, that's what he's going to need to do. 37-27. He was a big guy in junior high. Guys are passing by, but he's strong, and he can do this. Second one up, no good. And a rebound, Michael Myers. Nope. It comes away to Ginnebacher, and he now has 9 boards, but he turned it over just a moment ago.
It was a scrum for the rebound that time. On the right side with it is Nick Moore.
Nick just seems like he's like a guy shooting fish in a barrel when he sits over there and waits for a pass for that three.
Ginnebacher has it on the wing against Wyatt Lipkeman. 4:10 to play in the third in a 37-27 contest. Ball handoff to Ginnebacher. Eiler way out front to Moore. Over to Pavin.
Eiler overthrew Moore a little bit. He had to go get it. Eiler said, yeah, you did that to me in football a few times. I had to go get it for you.
Ginnebacher, right side Pavin. Skips it across Wiskirchen. Around the horn all the way to Moore, now back on the right side. 3:37 to play in the period. Ginnebacher to Moore, top of the key. He'll try the drive in, kicks to Wiskirchen, who's having a nice day. He takes a rhythm dribble, fires a three, no good. And Myers with a board for Griggsville Perry.
His third.
Myers across the half-court line. They'll get the ball reversed on the right side. Wyatt Lipkeman tries to break down the defender. Gets it to Lane Lipkeman now. Tornadoes find themselves down 10 with 3:08 to play in this third.
I think they're going to make a little run here, though.
Lane Lipkeman now as Flint Kirk trying to post up underneath. And Pavin get a little tangled up. Here's Lane Lipkeman, and he finishes through a couple of defenders for another two.
Give him 6.
Makes it 37-29. Ginnebacher kicks to Eiler, attacks the baseline, turnaround, fadeaway, no good. Rebound, Michael Myers. To Lane Lipkeman, who had that basket just a moment ago.
How do they find those little places where they're able to drive through like that?
Oh, they're just fearless. They don't care who they're having a drive in against. They're not afraid to get a shot blocked. Lane Lipkeman trying to get around the man, kicks the ball out. It's tipped out of bounds. I mean, here's the thing. Lipkeman drives right at Carter Eiler and Isaac Ginnebacher right there and still finished for the basket on the Northwestern Mutual replay.
Blew it into the game. Eiler sits down with those 2 fouls.
2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third in a 37-29 ball game.
Garrett White works really hard to get the right places for his kids. James Barnett does the same.
Little pick and roll. They get it to Wade Lipkeman. Off balance shot won't go, and Blewett gets the rebound for Camp Point Central.
His third, that was a strong board by Blewett.
Pavin toward the corner right side. To Ginnebacher. Around the horn, they whip it all the way in the corner to Moore on the left side. Ginnebacher to Blewett on the baseline. Is into a double team and a foul called as they had a little too much contact there. I think this will be Wade Lipkeman.
Yep.
You're wrong.
Never mind,
wrong.
Kirk.
Don't guess.
Yep.
Kirk called for the foul.
I mean, he pointed right at him, but Wade Lipkeman sits down, Kirk sits down. They said, well, neither one of us thought we had the foul, and we're both sitting down for a little while.
1:52 left in the third. Inbounds pass out top, Nick Moore. Had it poked away for a second, had it poked away again, and this time Wyatt Lipkeman called for a foul.
His first, team third. You see him coming at you from both sides, and you go, wasn't he just in front of me?
This Tornado group, the kids that are juniors, won the 7th grade state championship.
Michael Myers, the leading scorer in most of his games.
Their 8th grade year, they were beaten in the regional by Camp Point Central. Down low, Blewett. He is pestered down there. Shot up no good. Fouled. And 2 shots here as McAllister whistled for the foul.
Be his fourth. Fourth team foul.
Why don't you just walk away and call the dang foul?
I was going to say, walk away and you don't have to call the technical.
Go back and looking for trouble. Sat there and stared down McAllister and then walked by. And then a technical foul on Michael Myers. They were staring at McAllister, and then Myers, as the referee slowly walked by, stares him down and calls a technical because people are here to watch you officiate now. 1:29 to play in the third.
Simpler if you just walk away and let the kids play.
McAllister was frustrated by the foul call, but he really didn't make any kind of a big gesture. And the man kept the whistle in his mouth and then stared him down. So now Blewett shoots free throws. This is on the foul, the original foul.
Yep. Gavin Blewett, free throw, first one up, good. He's got 3 on the day. Makes it a 38-29 game. Chance to go back up by 10 with this free throw. Second one up. No good. Haven't had many technicals. Couple in that first game of the tournament. One bouncing one off the backboard and one or hitting the backboard and the other one on a dunk on a completion play. Didn't really understand either. I don't know. I umpired a lot, and I walked away from a lot of things. First one up by Moore is good. He's got 9 on the day. Second one up by Moore, also good. 11-point game.
You ever wonder, 1:29 left?
I always wonder.
Watched a lot of good basketball players over the year, and one of the best I ever saw at the high school level was Mark Weems Jr. from Seton Academy. Ever wonder where he ended up?
I remember what happened in the state tournament.
Yeah. Big shoes and a red nose. 1:27 to play in the third. There's a reach-in foul now by Wyatt Lipkeman in the backcourt.
His second, 16 foul.
Ball out of bounds on the sideline, and now the referee going to talk to Garrett White.
Garrett waited for him to finally rotate around.
Asked him about what the technical was about.
1:25 left in the quarter, 40-29.
Here's the ball now off of Blewett's hands and out of bounds. A turnover on Camp Point Central. By the way, Vicky Boylan, it's your birthday. We got information from Troy. He said Vicky Wiskirkin, so you know it's like a teleprompter. We're just like Ron Burgundy. We read anything on the screen. We're just happy we can read. 1:15 to play in the third. Here's Wade Lipkeman. Knocked out of there is the ball by Blewett. Out of bounds to the Tornadoes on the baseline.
Chris Dewar could have got a good shot of that ball hitting his camera, and he was talking.
There's Myers back in as McAllister sits down.
Did McAllister not pick up his fourth foul just a little bit ago?
I think it was just his third.
You look up on the board, would you?
I can't see it. I have a tube in my way. Here's Wyatt Lipkeman. Right side to Myers. On the wing now, Wade Lipkeman. That's Wyatt. How about? Wade is standing up top. Wade, Wyatt, and Lane all on the court. Again, Wyatt and Lane don't ever sit down unless they're in really bad foul trouble. Here's the ball now poked away by Nick Moore. Moore going to drive in against Lane Lipkeman. Shot up no good. Rebound. Ginnenbacher comes in, and they'll call him for a travel on the rebound. But, man, he really flew high over the man to try to get that board.
Question, shouldn't that have been a team foul and been the 7th team foul in on Griggsville Perry after the technical?
Probably.
I think we're in the 1-and-1. I know it won't change anything, but I thought that was right.
Shows 6 on the board.
I know. Should be 7, I believe.
40 seconds to play in the third. Out top, Wyatt Lipkeman to Lane Lipkeman. Dribble drive in. Off the window and in for 2.
It's pretty to watch him work.
40-31. Tornadoes not going away just yet.
No.
27 seconds left in the third.
It's not over the basketball. You got to get both in the front or the back. Relax,
both feet and the ball. 1 foot was still in the backcourt. That's why he's able to. That's why he was able to pivot across.
They call it 3 points for a reason.
1 foot, 2 foot, red foot, blue foot. Here's Wiskirkin in the corner. Moore for a 3. That's an illegal screen set by Blewett.
Yep, Blewett's going to be called for the foul. That'll be turnover number 9. Blewett picks up the foul, his second. Team foul number 3, I do believe.
And so ball out of bounds for Griggsville. Perry length of the court to go.
People grumbling a little bit like the referees have changed the course of this game. It's been by the players so far.
Here's Myers into the front court. Wade Lipkeman, three at the buzzer is good. Wade Lipkeman beats the buzzer with a tray. And a big-time shot for Griggsville Perry in the waning seconds of this third quarter. We head to the fourth. It's Camp Point Central 40, Griggsville Perry 34.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Rewards checking, I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
They have 3 requirements each month, and if they meet those requirements, we will pay them the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
At this time, it is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring, cell phone protection.
Prevent identity theft at a reasonable cost.
It's watching out for you.
And every 90 days you get an update on it. So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
40-34 in favor of Camp Point Central, but the 3 at the buzzer cut it to 6, and Griggsville Perry has the ball. They're 14 of 30 from the field, 2 of 5 from the arc, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 14 of 25 from the field for Central, 6 of 12 from the arc, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Griggsville Perry making a comeback.
7:53 to play. Ball knocked out of bounds.
Just hard to trick these two teams. I mean, the Lipkeman boys have weaved in between and found the seam that they couldn't find last night. Just didn't ever get the ball down there. Of course, it was against the zone instead of the man-to-man, too.
Here's a ball knocked away by Paben now. He skipped to Mylou into the front court. Drive in, pull up, jump shot. Paben hangs on the rim, won't fall. And the rebound down to McAllister.
His third.
Lane Lipkeman kicks left side. Michael Myers 3 off the rim. Rebound McAllister had it, kept it alive to Wade Lipkeman. Second chance for the Tornadoes. Down 6 with 7:18 remaining. Myers on the right side. Out to McAllister. Looking for Wade Lipkeman on the right wing. Way out front now with it is Wyatt Lipkeman. Lane Lipkeman in the corner. Trying to get a screen from McAllister here. Has to get it out of there. Does so to Wade Lipkeman. Wyatt now gets it back. Tries the dribble drive in against Moore. Hangs in the air. Shot no good, but draws the foul.
Moore will pick up the foul. His first, team fourth. 2 shots to be shot by Wyatt Lipkeman, who is 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Has 10 points. 40-34, 6:51 left, and Griggsville Perry with these 2 free throws would only be down by 4. First one is up and good. 11.
Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank is here to help you with your next auto, residential, or commercial loan. Call Damon 217-285-4404.
Second one, Lipkeman, good. 12.
40-36. Into the front court, Ginnenbacher kicks right side. Moore for 3, good. Nick Moore
13.
From downtown. 43-36. Big shot for Camp Point Central.
They're backbreakers.
6:28 left. Left side, Wyatt Lipkeman. Kicks it out to Wade Lipkeman. Back to Wyatt. Guarded by Paben. Top of the key, Wade Lipkeman fakes the 3 as Blewett went sailing off of his feet. Wyatt Lipkeman to Lane. Lane Lipkeman gets a corner, puts it up over the front of the rim and in for 2.
He's got 10. Fancy, fancy.
43-38. 6 minutes left. Paben across to Ginnenbacher. Right side, Moore for 3, short. And McAllister skies high for the board.
4 boards for him now.
To Wyatt Lipkeman into the front court for the Tornadoes. Wade Lipkeman right back to Lane, fakes the 3, drives, now is bumped a couple of times. Ball comes back out to McAllister. Over to Lane Lipkeman. To Wyatt Lipkeman, fakes, Kicks out top. McAllister straight on three ball was way off the mark. And the rebound to Ginnenbacher.
11 boards for Ginnenbacher now.
Into the front court. Blewett gets it. Now to Pabin near the half-court line. 5:20 left. 43-38. Panthers have the advantage and the basketball here. Top of the key, Moore. Lob pass back to Ginnenbacher. Comes down with it, goes up with it, and scores. 2 more.
11 for him.
Panthers have run that play a couple of times in this contest, and they've gotten points out of it both times.
He comes down most of the time, doesn't just catch it and make it. He wants to make sure.
Here's McAllister going to back in against Blewett. Turnaround shot good by Dane McAllister.
Best post move I've seen him make this year.
45-40. Back down to a 5-point game, 4:43 left. On the Trucks LLC scoreboard, Ginnenbacher down low, gets it to Blewett. Kisses it off the glass and in for 2 more.
5 for him.
Lead back to 7. Good transition game that time by Camp Point Central.
To get it to Ginnenbacher in the middle, and you got to come to him, and then he's a good passer.
Here's a drive in by Lane Lipkman, was knocked off balance, and a foul called here.
Wiskirchen picks up the foul to be his 3rd, I do believe, 15 foul. Yeah.
Here comes Eiler back in. Blewett sits down. 4:23 left. Bounce pass. Around the horn it goes to Lane Lipkman. Back out to Myers. 4:17 remaining.
No rest on the defense when you're playing against GP's offense.
Oh, no. Here's Lane Lipkman. Drives in. Runner up, no good. And the rebound down to Ginnenbacher for Camp Point Central.
Give him 12.
Into the front court, Moore. Toward the right wing. Out of that spot to Pabin. Under 4 minutes left in this 3rd and 4th place game. Moore, right side 3, no good. He's been off the last 2. And the Tornadoes on the run out into the front court. Wyatt to Lane. Lipkman up and in for 2. Again, a little brotherly love, one twin to the other. And a timeout taken by Griggsville Perry. 3:42 left, 47-42. Camp Point Central leads the Tornadoes. Back with you after this.
State Representative C.D. Davidsmeyer wants to wish all of the teams the best of luck in this year's Winchester Invitational Tournament. C.D. Davidsmeyer would also like to take the opportunity to congratulate the Winchester and West Central Cougars communities on 100 years of providing the best tournament experience. Thank you to all who continue to make this event a success. That message from State Representative C.D. Davidsmeyer.
47-42. Panthers with the lead, 3:42 left. Timeout after the made basket. Panthers have turned it over 9 times, 5 in the second half. Griggsville Perry 6 times, 4 in the second half. 3 fouls on Wiskirchen, 4 fouls on McAllister unofficially, and 3 on Michael Meyer.
Yeah, McAllister just 3 on the board, so I'm not sure what we have going on there. Wiskirchen with it on the left side, gets it into Ginnenbacher. Out top, Pabin. Panthers up 47-42 with the basketball. Griggsville Perry trying to get a big stop. Here's Pabin for a 3, no good. Camp Point Central's kind of settled for some 3-point shots the last few times down the floor.
I agree.
Griggsville Perry, on the other hand, has gotten the ball to the paint. They've kind of had a role reversal. Here is Lane Lipkman, loses his footing. Ball knocked loose. Kirk on the floor after it and kept it alive long enough for Wyatt Lipkman to run down. He drives in, shot put up no good, and a blocking foul on Pabin.
Pabin will pick up the blocking foul. It will be his 3rd, 16 foul, 2 free throws. And you just fouled a guy that is 5 out of 6 from there, 47-42. Camp Point Central with the lead, 3 minutes left in regulation. 3rd and 4th place game. Lipkman up and good. He's got 13.
Reelnet and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and much, much more. Stop by and see Smiling Rick and Tracy Reel at 217-285-5013. Reelnet and Twine.
3-point game, 47-44. He makes them both again. 7 out of 8. Also has 14 points, if you're wondering.
Pavement into the front court, over the top of the defense. Eiler tries to run it down, and they turn it over. Ball stolen away by Myers.
Pavement got himself in a bad spot, and Eiler has no chance on that one.
Wyatt Lipkman with it for GP. Down 3 with 2:37 left. They've trailed by as many as 12. Here's a drive in by Lipkman. Blocked and a board here. Out of bounds. They'll say it'll be Camp Point Central
Let's
basketball.
take a look at that one, Charlie. You got it? Okay.
It was a good block by Eiler, but I was a little surprised. I thought Moore maybe had touched that ball, but they say one of the Lipkman boys got a hand on it.
They count on Pavin to bring it up.
Tough task. Moore in the backcourt. Gets it across now. Threw a pass in the corner to Wiskirk, and it was tipped. Now to Ginnenbacher. He has the ball stripped. They tie up. It should be Camp Point Central basketball on the alternating possession arrow, and it is.
Ginnenbacher could have let that one go, but he got down and scrapped for it and saved the opportunity for them to keep the ball. 3-point game. Blewett comes into the game. I think Carter Eiler will sit down now. And this inbounds play, Eiler has an advantage because he can really hop here, but now they're going to bring him outside.
Inbounds pass out top Moore. Skips right side to Pavin. Panthers will set it up by 3 with 2:07 remaining in this third and fourth place contest at the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament.
Garrett White does his homework, doesn't he? Oh, my.
He's a very smart coach. Watches a lot of game film. Here's a dribble drive in by Pavin. Leaves it down low to Blewett. Blewett trying to back in. Throws it back out top to Moore, and he'll be fouled by Wyatt Lipkman.
1-on-1 situation. Nick Moore to the free throw line, 2 for 2 from there. 6 of 8 are the Panthers. 1:45 left. I think that's a good foul. I mean, you got to foul somebody. Who was the foul on?
Wyatt Lipkman, his third.
Third on him. Horn blows. Wade Lipkman in. Clint Kirk comes out. He's given his team really solid minutes today. Done a nice job setting picks. Wade Lipkman's really played in the time he's been able to play very well. First one up by Moore is good. Give him 14 on the day. He just quietly does what he does, doesn't he? 2-possession game, 48-44. Second one up by Nick Moore is no good. Ball comes loose, and Ginnenbacher comes away with another board.
That's a big rebound for Camp Point Central and a big mistake by Griggsville Perry not to box him out.
13 boards for him on the day, 3 on the offensive side.
Pavin out with it between the circles. Now to Moore. 1:30 to play in this contest. Moore against Lipkman. That's Lane Lipkman trying to pester him there. Now to Ginnenbacher as the Panthers play keep away, up by 4 with 1:20 left in this contest. Pavin against Wyatt Lipkman, who's got 3 fouls. And now a timeout called by Camp Point Central. Central calls their first timeout of the contest. 1:15 to play in the ballgame, 48-44. Camp Point Central leads Griggsville Perry. Back with you after this.
You may kiss the bride.
We were a small part of your big day. We were couchside with you for the big game.
Hey, everybody, look at me! I'm Superman!
Why does that cape look like my bed sheet?
And yeah, we might take partial blame for that day.
Getting ready for the big game? Stop it to the liquor booth on Broadway or 12th and Locust. We have the biggest walk-in cooler in town. Visit liquorboothquincy.com.
Rewards checking, I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
They have 3 requirements each month, and if they meet those requirements, we will pay them the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
At this time, it is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
It gives you protection with credit monitoring, cell phone protection.
Prevent identity theft at a reasonable cost.
it's watching out for you.
And every 90 days you get an update on it. So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
1:15 left in regulation, 48-44. Panthers with a 4-point lead in the basketball. Ginnenbacher to inbound it, and we're back to live action.
Ball comes into Wiskirk and right back to Ginnenbacher. Gets it to Moore. Wiskirk to Ginnenbacher inside. Camp Point Central not necessarily trying to score right at the moment, and now a foul on Lane Lipkman out near the center circle.
His first, team 8th. Pavin to the free throw line. No points on the day for Drew. And, you know, it makes you remember about at Macomb in that game against the Illini Bluffs Drew was at the free throw line, and he was pretty dejected because he missed that free throw. He's really going to buckle down here and try to make this. 7 out of 10 are the Panthers with 1:04 left, and it is a 1-and-1. Pavement up, good. That's how you recover from that memory. 49-45. Can make it a 5-point game with this one. With 1:04 left. Pavement, second, up, good.
50-44, 6-point game, a minute to play. Lipkeman around the horn to Wyatt Lipkeman, to Lane. He'll try to attack. Now Myers gets it back. Myers has been quiet in the second half. He has now picked it up, gets it to Wade Lipkeman. Tornadoes look a little helter-skelter. 45 seconds to play. They're down by 6. Wyatt Lipkeman against Moore. To Lane Lipkeman. Tries to drive in. Ball swiped away by Ginnebacher. Stolen away by Moore. 35 seconds left. Moore into the front court. He goes away with the dribble. Gets it out to Pavement. Wiskirchen. 28 seconds. They're trying to foul him and will Wade Lipkeman.
It'll be a 1 in bonus. Wade Lipkeman will pick up the foul. It'll be just his second, I do believe. First, actually. I guess I tried to give him one earlier with somebody. 9th team foul. Wiskirchen to the free throw line, and Breyer's got 11 points in the night. Has not been to the charity stripe. First one up, good. Wiskirchen with 12. Makes it 51-44, a 7-point game, and that is a 3-possession ball game. Timeout on the court. We'll take it too. 26 seconds left. Panthers up by 7. Back after this.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Caleb Vandevelli, Pat Vandevelli, or Chris Dorsey with B&P Insurance Agency in Pittsfield, Winchester, or Bluffs if Auto Owners make sense for you.
26.4 seconds left in regulation in this third-place game. The 25th of 26 games in the 100th annual Winchester Invitational Tournament. It's been a good one. Griggsville Perry trails Camp Point Central 51-44. And we have a free throw left from Breyer Wiskirchen. Breyer with 12 points in the night, one of his better offensive games. That's because of that birthday. I think that's his aunt, if I'm not mistaken. And Breyer will get another. 10 of 12 are the Panthers on the night. Second one up by Wiskirchen is good.
52-44. 25 seconds left. Into the front court, Wyatt Lipkeman gets it over to Wade Lipkeman. Lane Lipkeman on the wing. Gets it over to McAllister. Fakes now, drives. He'll go in and miss the layup. Rebound down to Ginnebacher. Griggsville Perry will not foul again. And Camp Point Central is going to claim third place of this 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. Like they did at Macomb. They finished third. They improved to 14-4 on the season. The Tornadoes dropped to 11-4. And we take you to the Illini Community Hospital post-game show, where since 1942, Illini Community Hospital has been serving the area with high-quality medical care close to home. Learn more at IlliniHospital.org.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Presenting the fourth place and the third place plaques is Kent Coltis in our third and fourth place game. And the final in this one was 52-44 Camp Point Central, who moves to 14-4. Griggsville Perry drops to 11-4. Griggsville Perry 17-31, 54.8%, 2 of 7 from the arc, 28.5%, 10 of 12 from the free throw line. Turned the ball over 7 times, 14 points from Wyatt Lipkeman, 12 from Lane Lipkeman. Kirk had 2, McAllister with 5 to add 4 boards to that. 3 for Wade Lipkeman, 6 for Michael Myers, and 2 for Eli White. On the other side, Panthers 17-33, 51.5%, 7 of 16, 44%, 11 of 13 from the field. 14, Nick Moore, 13, Briar Wiskirchen, 11, Isaac Ginnenbacher, add 14 boards to that. Also on the day, 5 from Gavin Blewett off the bench, 2 from Drew Paben on those 2 free throws towards the end, 1 from Elijah Ginnenbacher. Carter Eiler with 6 points early in the ball game, and the Panthers win it 52-44.
Panthers also win the Don Slater Sportsmanship Award this year.
It's a good honor. They don't have a lot of emotion usually, do they? Panthers are a pretty solid group on that. And it's time to tell you this. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes that they receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. Well, he was the 3rd leading scorer. He adds 14 boards, and the settling force, that would be Isaac Ginnenbacher, my choice, for the Player of the Game, the Derek Harris, Edward Jones Player of the Game.
Camp Point Central claims the 3rd place trophy. Griggsville Perry finishes 4th in this 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. Final was a 52-44 win for the Camp Point Central Panthers. And then there was one game left in the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. It's the championship. It's the number 1 seed, Round Catholic Rockets, and the number 2 seed, Porta AC Central Blue Jays. They'll battle at 7 o'clock tonight. We'll have pregame coverage starting at around 6:40 here on Central Illinois Sports. Until then, we bid you farewell from the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium. For Jack and John Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. Thank